Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, Miss Kimmy. So, this is another requested video. And this is Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Now, I'm not reading any cards, y'all. This is me looking at their faces, and I'm also looking at their birth charts. But I could tell right off the bat, they are better off as friends. Oh, and somebody asked me, is she pregnant? Baby, it don't take a psychic to see that. Okay, that girl is pregnant. Okay, you can see that if you was blind. That girl is pregnant. But they're more friends than lovers. And it's like the love is like an added bonus on top. If there's really love for real, I feel like Stefon is having a good time with her. And she knows that. And she's like, okay, you know what? I just got out of a crazy marriage, scandalous, all this other stuff. Like, I feel like she's lowered her expectations and she's not even looking for him to be committed, because she herself is hard to pin down. It also feels like she wants to be taken seriously, but because of her past, like she just feels like it's kind of over for her. Like, not to sound pessimistic or anything, but she's a little pessimistic. Like, well, who's going to want me with everything that I've done? You know, when you see the type of girls that are quote unquote wifey type, and the girls who are actually getting the nice house in the suburbs and having a normal life, and the mom, the dad, the picket fence, the 2 kids and the dog, it's like she dreams of those things. But then she looks at what her life is and she's like, yeah, one of those guys would never take me seriously. Not only that, but those guys are squares. Okay. So it's like the things that she wants, she's kind of not even attracted to. And really, it's like she found the same person in a different body. It's funny how Offset and Stefon are both Sagittarius. Like, she really found the same person in a different body, except Stefon just straight up can't be taken seriously. Like, you can't take Offset seriously, but you really can't take Stefon seriously. But this time she is aware of it. Like, she's not blindsided. Like, it feels like Offset may have said some things or made her feel a certain type of, like, not just said or made her feel a type of way. He actually proposed to her, married her, had all these kids with her, all these things. So it's like she really thought that she found that person. And it's like she kind of felt blindsided, because it's easy to say from the outside looking in, oh, well, why would you trust a rapper? But no, Offset, his energy feels really manipulative. Like, he can say things that he knows will get a certain reaction. And he knows that if I say these things, you will stay with me. Like, he wanted to, I don't want to say control her, but contain her, I guess. Like, yeah. And I feel bad for her, honestly. Like, she wants that love and the connection and the loyalty and all those things. But then she looks at who she is and the type of, like, the fame that she has, the brand that she has. Okay, she's very sexy. She's very, like, she puts herself out there sexually because that's her brand. But when it comes to who she is on the inside, she's like really goofy, really chill, very homegirl type of vibes. So she felt like Offset was somebody who was going to understand that and still see like the queen, the goddess in her. But, and I'm not saying that he didn't. It's just that he couldn't take that mask off. He couldn't stop acting the way he was acting. Like, you're acting like this and you are not, this isn't the real you. Like, I know the real you. But sometimes when people wear that mask for so long, it gets stuck on their face and they can't take it off. So with Stefon, at least he's not acting. Okay? If you're going to be an F-boy, be an F-boy for real. Stefon ain't acting. Like, Stefon just don't have that loyalty in him. And it's not because he's not a good person. It's because it's like he gets bored very easily. And he can't really stay in one place. And also the nature of his career. Like, he has to travel a lot. And again, so does Offset. But Cardi just thought that, well, I'm a musician and you're a musician too, so we're both traveling. Like, oh gosh, she really entered that situation innocently, and that's why it hurt so bad. With Stefon, it's not, oh my gosh, I expect you to be faithful to me. No, we're together, we're having fun, we going on dates, we going on trips. Like, she knows not to take him seriously. And I mean, for good reason, because he can't be taken seriously. He also seems like the type who he would want his woman. This is Stefon. Stefon seems like the type who would want his woman to be in one place, but he can't be in one place. Like, he wants his woman to be faithful, but he ain't faithful. I don't know how many kids he has, but I feel like he has a lot of them, or at least more than one. More than two, it's giving. I don't know. I didn't look that up, but it just feels like if he settles down, it'll be later in life, and he'll want somebody to take him seriously. But a serious woman is going to look at the fact that he has all these freaking kids and be like, yeah, no, I'm not taking you seriously. Or it's like that she's going to look at his track record. So it's like, no matter what, he's going to attract situations that just aren't serious. So he might end up saying, you know what, F it, I'm not even about to get married at all. Whereas, and he might even look back and see what Cardi's doing. Like, I wonder where she's at. What is she doing these days? I miss her. She was so cool. She was so loyal. She was so XYZ. But Cardi, I feel like Cardi does have a good, stable situation in her future. Because it's going to be something that she really, really wants. Like, it's clear that we can see how Offset did her. He kept cheating on her. He kept playing in her face, and she stayed down for that long. And somebody's going to see that and be like, dang, you messed up a good woman. I know what to do with that. Okay. Like, and hopefully, I feel like Cardi's going to have a rebrand where it's going to be more toned down, a little less sexy. Like, okay, she's always going to have that sex appeal. She can't get rid of that. But she's going to tone herself down a little bit, because especially as she gets older, I don't see rap being forever. Like, you know how the rap girls or musicians in general, they go on American Idol and become judges, or what's it called? X Factor. I don't know what it's called. Oh, America's Got Talent. I don't know. The Voice. They own like talk shows and stuff like that. Cardi's going to be good with that type of stuff because she has a really big personality, and she's going to be good in television or being a creative director, maybe voice acting. I think she already did like a little cartoon with Offset, and it was like she has other things that she'll want to transition into, and that's going to be like her having a more serious type of persona, even though she's always going to be sexy, right? But but it's going to be cute though. Like, okay, who's somebody who was sexy but now we take them seriously? I guess Pamela Anderson. Okay. Or I don't know, my brain is it's hard to switch my brain from like psychic mode to like logical mode. Anyway, it's been done before where I'm hearing hoe to a housewife. Yeah, she's going to do a rebrand, and that's when somebody's going to be like, ooh, I can take her seriously. Like, she got all that mess out the way. And then they're going to want to try to like cuff her or claim her or whatever. But she's going to be a lot more guarded this time around, because again, she's already dealt with the mess. She's already had to deal with people who she couldn't take seriously. So now she has a vetting process that's a little bit better than just, oh, we have a lot of things in common. It's going to be, how can I see you fitting into my life? How would you treat my kids? How do you treat your kids? Are you a good father? Do your kids like you? Are you in their lives? Like, she's going to have higher standards next time around. And I don't see that person being Offset. I do feel like Offset is going to try to come back into her life because, you know, when you mess up a good thing, like, it just doesn't feel like Cardi was really cheating on him at all. Like, she was taking him seriously. And it feels like she probably told herself, I'm not going to take him seriously. But then she ended up kind of falling in love with his inner workings. And it was like, oh my gosh, like, I actually really like him. But he was afraid of his own emotions. He was afraid of his own vulnerability. So he played in her face. And he's going to regret that. He's going to have to sit with that for a while because no one else is going to take him seriously. Like, even if he finds, because I do see him, I don't know if he's getting married, but it's like he's holding a woman's hands and he's looking into her eyes. So he's going to find somebody, but that woman isn't going to be like really truly in love with him. And I'm also feeling it's going to be later on in life when he's like washed up, when he's no longer rapping. It's going to be someone who is definitely not as glamorous as Cardi. It's going to be someone who he feels he can take seriously, which is going to be someone who's less glamorous, someone who's not as famous, someone who doesn't have as much going on as Cardi does, someone who makes him feel like he's the big shot. And Cardi can't do that for him because Cardi's the star of the relationship. She's the bad bitch. And it's like Offset wanted to be the bad bitch. And no. So both of them, Cardi and Offset, are going to find someone who just allows them to be the bad bitch of the relationship. And Stefon, I think I see him settling down, but not really. Like, again, he's going to want someone who's loyal to him, but he don't got to be loyal to her. Someone who lets him cheat, basically. So it's never going to be Cardi. But as for friends, yeah, he'll be her favorite baby mama. Wait, she'll be his favorite baby mama. He'll be her favorite baby daddy. Like, they're always going to be cool. They're always going to laugh and joke together. But when it comes to like settling down, no. Cardi's going to have someone who is more serious. Yeah. And I don't know if that's, yeah. It's going to be someone who I don't think it's not going to be some rapper. Okay. If it's a rapper, it'll be someone who has elevated to boss status. Like, they own the record company, not someone who's the artist on the label, but someone who owns the label. Someone who works in production. Like, it'll be someone who's more behind the scenes and isn't trying to get all the attention, isn't all up in a bunch of women's faces. Like, someone who is like, yeah, I'm getting older and I want someone who's loyal and all the other stuff. And because Cardi will have done that rebrand and changed her persona and not all wild and doing all this extra stuff, it's like, then that'll be someone who he can take seriously. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. I just be letting the messages flow. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like button. Never forget that you can change your life if you can change your mind. Love you. Bye.